Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs Show. Happy Friday morning. Hope everyone's okay. Hope everyone's all right and looking after themselves. And looking forward to a good weekend. Obviously, Spurs winning last night, I think, probably makes people look forward to the weekend a bit more. Obviously, game on this weekend. The preview that we'll do for that game, I will be doing later on. I'm just doing a bit more of a quicker live this morning talking about Mathys Tel. So, yeah, what we're talking about is Mathys Tel, the situation surrounding that deal, and potentially bad news surrounding that deal if you are one of those that wants Mathys Tel to join Spurs. You'll see what I mean when I get to it. So I say, if you're watching this, you know, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. Morning, Spurs, adventurous. Steve, it's grey and windy. It's grey and windy here, mate. Don't you worry. Bazza, Jake, Harry, how are we all? Thank you for the nice trim. Yeah, had a haircut. The Gooner hairdresser cut it for me, but he was nice to me. So there we go. XL, how are we all? Look, let's talk about this situation surrounding Mathys Tel, because it looks like obviously another quite loud, quite public pursuit of a player may be turning against us, because Florian Plettenberg, the man in the know when it comes to Bayern Munich, put an exclusive saying that Manchester United have contacted FC Bayern regarding Mathys Tel. Man United are interested in a loan deal and hope to buy some time regarding Tel since departures are needed through Garnacho or Rashford. Manchester United are definitely in the race, and it was exclusively revealed on Tuesday. Manchester United and Bayern feeling that Tel is currently leaning towards a loan move, which is why he hasn't committed to Tottenham yet. We're pushing for a decision, obviously, as he is our desired target. Max Ebel, who is obviously quite powerful within the Bayern Munich world, said that whether it be a loan or a sale, we will discuss it in the coming days and hours. So look, there's a few things in here that I want to talk about. By the way, the Champions League playoff draw has been happening, and Manchester City have got Real Madrid. Bonkers. But we'll wait and see when the Europa League playoff gets drawn. But yeah, just thought I'd drop that one in. Look, Mathys Tel. Okay. A few schools of thought. Let me go with school thought number one. Obviously, it does not mean the deal is over, and it doesn't mean he doesn't want to go to Spurs, by the way, because I think a lot of people have gone, look, he doesn't want to be here, get him gone. It doesn't say that he doesn't want to be here. I think what he's really trying to do is get all the options on the table and then look at them individually as to where he wants to go. Okay, now he may favour one, but it doesn't mean he don't want to go to another. Okay, so let's school of thought number one. School of thought number two. He's clearly twerking to get to Manchester United. Well, if it's twerking to get Man United, pull the bid out, then you force that hand. And then you force him Bayern Munich to kind of go, oh, all right, well, we did have loads of teams interested in him now. And now it's just Man United. Man United now have quite a bit of power in this deal because we want him gone. They want to buy him, but they're the only credible team. Whereas when they've got Spurs in that deal, they go, oh, we can bounce Spurs off of Man United and get a deal that we actually want. Now, third school of thought, Manchester United need to move off of Rashford or Garnacho to free up space for Tel, right? So that could go down to the deadline day. If that's the case, we definitely pull ourselves out. We definitely pull ourselves out. We are only a few days away from the window being shut. We can't be waiting around to see if maybe he comes towards us, because if we wait and see and he doesn't turn up, we are getting nobody this window. Now, we should still be getting to this window, in my opinion. You know, to come out of this window with one outfield player is horrific, and it's appalling, and it's inept, and it's embarrassing. But if it is a case that Tel is not going to be that guy and they're a little and ahhing, I mean, they were linked with Johan Visser. Now, that's gone a bit quiet for my liking. I don't know what's happened there, but it's gone a bit quiet. Just there you go. Right, we're going for Visser now. We haven't got time to waste on Tel. He may or may not come. You know, it's like when you go to the pub with your mates. You invite your mate and he goes, well, I might come. Right, if he comes, he comes. Don't care. We're moving on. Let's arrange with other boys. Let's get to the pub. So we haven't got time for it. We cannot be waiting around for Mathys Tel to and ahh and make up his mind. You move. Now, you probably give him a deadline of, maybe this evening. Mathys, honestly, we want you here, but we also understand that you've got to understand that we need to be doing business and we can't wait around till February 2nd. And if he doesn't like that idea, I don't care. I don't care. You go, look, we need an answer by 6 p.m. tonight. If we don't get one, we're moving on. We're pulling out our bid. That's the way I look at it. And at the same time that that's happening, you have other deals lined up, or you have other deals that are going, and you're talking. If it was to be Jan Visser, you go, right, let's get Brentford on the phone. Let's try and get a deal agreed. And then also you can use that as leverage against Bayern. Look, we're giving a deadline till 6 p.m. We've got other deals lined up that we can put through. We can't wait around for him. And you get Bayern going, God, Mathys, please, mate, this is good money. This is really good money. The money that we could definitely use towards our other future business. And also, don't forget, a lot of this money that we would be giving to Bayern, really, we wouldn't be giving to Bayern, because all it is the Harry Kane money that's owed. So Bayern are looking at going, this is a great deal for us. This is an amazing deal for us. That's why Bayern wouldn't mind selling him to Spurs, because it actually clears out debt that is owed. If he goes to Man United, that might be one of Bayern Munich's worst case scenarios. So Bayern Munich are probably going Tottenham, 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 even though they might think, oh, we keep him on loan and he might be good next season. Clearly, Vincent Kompany doesn't really like him. Yeah, okay, you got Gnabry, you got Sane, Musiala, Elise, and you got Harry Kane and Thomas Muller. You've got a lot of obviously very good players there. But he's a young 19-year-old. He's well thought of in football. So they're probably going, we can get some money out of him, money that we could really do with. And that's why they probably would want to send Spurs. Manchester United as well. They have to wait around for Man United to get their other business done. I mean, Rashford wants Barcelona. Barcelona can't register their own players. So what are they going to do there? He was linked to AC Milan. AC Milan aren't going to be going for him now due to Kyle Walker's signature. So before you know it, Man United are looking around going, well, if we want Tel, we have to reduce what we want in terms of a fee for Garnacho so Napoli can come buy him. So there's a lot of moving parts in their thing, whereas we're sitting there going, we'll have him now. We'll have him now. And Bayern are going, we want to give you him now, but apparently he wants to wait for Man United, So look, we'll see. It's too many of you making Tel jokes, and it's just, I love the dad jokes. I love them. They're impressive. But look, one thing I would say is this is the other school of thought. I was giving you the first two. The other school of thought is, if he wants to go to Man United, all the power in the world to him. Obviously, it's his career. We shouldn't be putting any pressure on him. Okay. You can go to Man United. Obviously, Amad Diallo is their best player at the moment. Garnacho is their other youngster. They've got a £75 million striker up front and another guy they bought in the summer. Are you regularly going to be playing? Are you guaranteed to be regular first-team football? You also got to factor in Bruno Fernandes into that. He's the captain. Collier's come through. Mainu's come through. You still got Ericsson. He's not going to get as much football at Man United as he would at Spurs. So then it's more so on him. If you want to go to Man United, by all means, all the power in the world, that is your move. Just enjoy riding the bench, I guess. And it's your career, but would you rather ride the bench at Bayern or Man United? You're getting paid either way. I'd rather ride it in Man United. Munich's a better city than Manchester. You might play a little bit more at Man United, but you're not going to be paying enough. You're not going to be playing enough. Get Tomori in. Oh, Callum, stop it. I would love Tomori, and stop that. You're making me think of good things. How Tel has the power if it's a loan or buy. Is it not up to the club? No, he's a player as well. He has to have a say in the move. It's quite a normal thing. I heard about Bakayoko, but I think he's waiting for the summer move for a Champions League side. Rashford thinks he's going to move to Barca as peak delusion. That's probably his own, his own posse telling him how good he is. And, that's not what friends are. That's just people that suck up to you. Do you think we could go for Kyle Walker-Peters? I'm going to be talking about Kyle Walker-Peters in a second, actually. Brentford have already said they are not selling Visser in this window. Frank and the board said so. Money talks, though, unfortunately. But we'll see. We'll see. They might not sell him, but it was just more of an example. It doesn't mean that's what they do. They might have 2 or 3 other players attacker-wise they like, Like show, guys, appreciate that. The Tottenham Hotspur Times sounds like a great newspaper. Looking swell today. Appreciate it, Jacob. I agree with people who say if the player's heart isn't it, then fine. I want players really keen to come. It's important for the dressing room. Yeah, I wouldn't say that he doesn't want to come. I wouldn't say that as such, but I do get that school of thought. I do. Heard Jesse didn't want to come. Hi, Sonia. How are you, by the way? Nappy and talks to St. Maximin. See me. Look at Solanke. No ego, just works his butt off. All the other players love it. I love Solanke. I would love Tel and Tamora. Yeah. I cannot tell what will happen next. Terrible, Steve. That's terrible. Only bid 50 million on Tel because Bayern owe us money for Kane. So once again, it's opportunistic. When it fails, that 50 million disappears as it only exists in a Spurs Bayern deal. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Luke. I agree. Perisic has been starting ahead of Bakayoko in league games. There you go. He's doomed to fail already. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, most players move to Man United and their careers die. They get a great wage, but their careers die. You look at Eriksen. He was great at Brentford, moved to Man United, career's dying. Casemiro, career's dying. Great wages, obviously, for both of those guys. Rashford, career died. Sancho, career died. Ronaldo, career was dying. You know, it's quite a common theme, and obviously that might annoy some Man United fans, but let's be real, that's the case in the situation. I mean, does he want to go to Man United, where if you literally watch only what was it a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, they were cheering when Xerxes got substituted. They were glad to get him off the pitch. Hey, mate, have at that. Have at the Amorim and Rashford drama and toxicity. Have at it. Even with us being so poor as we are in the league, but all the players are playing for Ange, the fans are behind these players and Ange for the most part. Obviously, you know, if they play poorly, you call them out. But, you know, they're against the owner. We're a bit toxic, but we're against the owner. We're not against you as players. We love you all as players. You know, you look at last night. Look at last night alone. 3 guys aged 20 and below, one of them becoming the youngest goal scorer in European competition history. Have at it. You go and join that toxicity. Have at it. Not a problem. You enjoy it and enjoy riding that bench, mate. Based on levy policy, he'd never get cold boots due to age importance to the squad unless he's for very cheap. He would be very cheap. He doesn't want to come to us because if he wanted to, the deal would have been done. I'm good, Steampunk. How are you, my friend? No one wants a player who sees as second choice. I'm surprised PSG moved Tel. Youth development for sure. We destroyed Werner's career. We definitely didn't do that. What about left back and right back options? Any news? I'll be talking about Kyle Walker-Peters in a second. So look, there's that on Mathys Tel. We'll keep an eye out because you know what? Football is a funny old world and things change so much. So much. So I'm not saying it's over. And I'm not saying it's definitely Man United or nothing. I'm just saying, let's just see. Let's talk about some other flavoured news. Just give you a heads up. If you weren't on the live yesterday post the game, we talked about Will Lancashire and the interest in him from championship clubs such as Burnley, West Brom, Middlesbrough, Cardiff and Luton. He is expected to go out on loan. He is. So give you a quick heads up there. Ange also talked about Radu. To give you a heads up, he said, unfortunately, Radu's hurt his knee now. I don't have any further information, but it didn't look good as he was coming off. So we'll just have to wait and see. But it's disappointing. Mickey has got through the game, feeling fine. No injuries from Mickey. So great news on Mickey. Sad news on Radu. But let's hope for the best because you never know. You never know. If it's a jarred knee, grand. Because that's something you can get past fairly quickly. If it's a ligament, that's a problem. If it's cartilage, that's a real big problem. Speaking from experience, okay. Hey, Benadil, how are you? I think we should pull out if the player is not going to play for the badge and then just wants someone more hungry. True. Am I going to the Super Bowl? Mate, I wish. No, I couldn't afford to go to the Super Bowl. It's too expensive. How is always City versus Real Madrid in the semis and playoffs? No idea, mate. No idea. Celtic got Bayern Munich, by the way. Love that. Will Lancashire go to Burnley? I don't know. It really, for those 5 teams in the Championship, I think it'd be more so if one of the 2 teams that are lower down can guarantee football regular to him, but also the style of football suits what maybe would suit Lancashire's style of play. He'd probably go there. But in reality, it would be probably one of the playoff teams. Who's going to guarantee the most football in the playoff teams? Because they'll be fighting to the end of the season for promotion. And if Lancashire is a big part and scores big goals to get them into the playoffs, even if they don't get promoted, that'll be bonkers. That'll be bonkers, you know. Can't they work 2-0 at one time? Like, yeah, you would think, couldn't you? You would think, but we'll see. Bad news on Radu. I thought he'd drag us into the league. That's awful. Drag us in. That's awful. Anyway, let's talk Carl Peters. Graham Bailey put something out yesterday saying that TBR Football understands that Carl Peters has rejected a move to Galatasaray. Tottenham are ready to offer the England international a move back to North London on a free transfer this summer. So it wouldn't be this window. It looks like it will be more of a summer move in regards to Kyle Walker-Peters. I don't hate it. But if it is a summer move, surely you could do a bit better. I hate saying that because it sounds like I'm digging at Kyle Walker-Peters or I'm saying he's no good. But we kind of need players now. And I'd rather someone come in now and help us for the next 6 months. And it's costing, 20 million. If he's comparable in talent, we need someone now. We really do. And I think Kyle Walker-Peters probably wants to stay until the summer, regardless of relegation, regardless of anything like that, because obviously as a player, if you're a free player, you get to get more money when it comes to signing on fee because the club is not paying another club a fee. You get to ask more for wages. Again, clubs saving a lot of money on a transfer fee, they might give you a little bit more. So look, it's a bit of a shame on that side of things. We need someone now. I mean, look, Radu, all jokes aside and puns aside, Radu being injured puts more pressure on us again. We get one centre-half back, we lose another. We need defensive help. And if Radu's prognosis comes out that he's going to be out for 2 or 3 months, then we cannot be going into this season going, it's fine, Archie Gray play centre-half for us, because that's not the attitude. That is not the attitude. The attitude should be going, right, we need to get a defender in, because all it takes is us to lose Sarr and Basuma, or Sarr and Bentancur and Basuma, and now your midfield is stretched. Now you're looking at it going, God, Archie Gray might need to go play midfield. Well, he's been playing left back, centre back, and right back all season. Yeah, Spence you can put into the European squad, but all it takes is Spence or Porro to miss some time, and then you're screwed. That's why if Radu misses a couple of weeks, we should be fine. But if Radu's going to be missing 2 or 3 months, then you have to recruit and get a centre-half in, because that's just negligence over the squad. It's negligence before the injuries have really taken any effect. But now where, okay, your 2 centre-halves are basically back and you've got Davies back, you've just lost another centre-back. And we know, factually, at least 2 of those 3 centre-backs, Romero not as much in the last sort of year or so, because the time he missed previous to this season, and I'm talking about just last season, was more just suspension kind of thing. The other 2 centre-backs, and Davies and Van der Ven, miss a huge chunk of the season every single year. Last season was evidence enough. With Davies, there's even more evidence for Spurs. Van der Ven, when he was back in Bundesliga, he missed time. So you have to recruit a defender, even if it's just a left back. That takes pressure off of Davies, and that'll take pressure off of Van der Ven. I mean, there's talks that Reguilon supposedly has interest from other clubs, but there's a good chance that he might just see out of his contract, which, again, all the power in the world to him, because that's his career and he's allowed to do what he wants to do, but I wouldn't be playing him. I'll be getting a new left back in. I'll be saying to Reguilon, you're not in the Premier League squad, by the way, buds. He's going to be taking your spot. You'll be training with the under-18s or the under-23s or the under-21s or whatever. That's my attitude when it comes to it. Just because Reguilon doesn't fancy leaving in January and he wants to wait till the summer, not a problem. We'll be taking your squad shirt and your squad place away from you. Here's the new signing. He's going to be having it. Under-21s training over there, mate. That's why I'll be doing it, because we need players now. We cannot carry players just from sentiment. Oh, he's only got 6 months left. Maybe he's usable. No, get me someone that's better and who's going to be here long term. Even if they sign a centre-back, fine. Davies becomes an out-and-out left-back. You could have Spence at left-back if necessary, and Mickey as an emergency behind them, even Archie as an emergency. You bring another centre-back. So Davies is only going to be featuring left-back area, therefore centre-back, You have bodies that are fresh to play just there. That's my attitude about it, you know. Do you think the kids will start playing more after that game? Well, they'll have to start playing more because we've got injuries. The punny, there's a lot of puns out here this evening. It's Dorga definitely gone. I think it's one that's going to be done, yeah. Teller's probably good friends with Yoro. Oh, Yoro, sorry. Spurs will have to, yeah, but he could be friends with Odebert. You know, just sign Luka. Yeah, Vuskovic will be here in the summer. He can't officially join till the summer. Cardoso is a summer move because we have the option to buy him in the summer. Can we go hijack it? Maybe. Will we? I don't know. When is that steampunk? I don't know. What is that, tonight or is that tomorrow? I would love Tomori. I would absolutely love Tomori. I mean, apparently Mathys Tel favours a loan move this window. The thing is, like, if he wants a loan move and Man United are going to be delayed due to getting players out, move on. Part of me just thinks move on, you know. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but part of me is now getting the vibe of move on. This bid's been on the table for a couple of days now. So he's known for a couple of days what we're going to do, and he's still going, is Man United's bid come in yet? Well, Arsenal? Chelsea? Oh, he's rejected Chelsea, actually, isn't it? It's more like Man United, Arsenal? Man United? What? They've not yet. Okay. Ignore Tottenham's phone call. Just pretend we're busy. Just pretend we're at the gym. You know? I'd move us on. I'd move us on. We'll go get someone else. And the beauty is, you can play a game of cat and mouse. Play a game of cat and mouse. Just say, look, you've got until 6 p.m. tonight. We've got other deals lined up. As soon as 6 p.m. hits, if we've not heard anything, we're moving on. So even at 6:01, if you go, I'll come now, we're moving on. And put the pressure on it. You know, I'm like, the window shuts in a few days. We haven't got time to wait for you to see if you can twerk for other clubs. You've got a few hours. If you do not say anything within a few hours, we're done. We're gone. And that's the attitude that I'd have. Now, yes, it's a failure of a bid. It's a failure from Lang and Levy because they've been working hard on this deal. Levy's apparently been in the boardrooms doing this business. Move on. Move on. That's my attitude now. Yes, it's a player like Cullen Moani that can feature across the front three. Get that. But if you know, we haven't got time. It's different if it was January 7th. I'd go, give him a couple of days, see what he says. If we gave him a couple of days, the window's done. The window's done and over. And I was hoping Brentford Sunday, let's have someone joined and in the squad for Brentford on Sunday, that he's on the bench that we can bring them on. Jesus Christ, we're not going to have anyone. And it's going to have taken nearly 5 weeks to sign an outfield player, by the way. We're 4.5 weeks into this window. We still haven't signed an outfield player. It's pathetic, really. Loan with an option he's going to get more game time with us for sure. When I think about all the injuries, think about the time, like right now, we'd be going, Sonny could be on the bench. Sonny could have a game off. We'll play Tel. Think of Richarlison right now. Mathys will go play a striker. Mathys could be playing across the front three like an Archie Gray at the back. But of course, obviously, front three is more his position side things. Johnson's out injured. Slanky's out injured. Son could do the rest. He would get so much game time. He'd be starting week in, week out at the moment, you know. Honestly, Tel can go to United. We don't need someone who considers us plan B or C. And anyway, we have what we deserve because of Levy. There you go. The fee we are allegedly wanting to be paying is so high, we could get a proven striker for less. €6 million bid for Gittins, force Tel into an answer. I agree, wasting our time with Tel. I would give him until lunchtime. Ange only takes players who wants to be here, not weighing up their options. Is it high risk, high reward strategy and good luck real quick? Regardless, you know, the high risk, high reward would be us waiting to see if he wants to come. The real decision should be, we can't sit around and wait for you. Move on. Go and get somewhere else, you know. Imagine Lang going to Munich, wasting time while Don Fabio swoops in to get Visser. Yeah, well, he's been in Munich, hasn't he? He's probably just been at the games watching them doing nothing again. I'm joking, by the way. Don't cry about it. But yeah, Fabio Paratici's going. You're all a bit useless, aren't you? You all are absolutely useless. I'd have had that deal done 3 weeks ago. I could have done that deal blindfolded. And then everyone looking at Fabio in the stands going, July, Fabio, we'll be ready for you. And Fabio's going, I'll be ready to take back over in July because this guy's a donkey. Hey, you know, what happens to Jimenez? I think it's going to AC Milan. They've got 2 to 3 months to find players, then end up with well-known players like Tel. What's the point of Lang here? Because he's got that data system that he loves. I heard one who's saying that we can, Excel, we can spend hundreds of millions. Lang is hitching with hair. Oh, shout. If Saudi are going for Matoba, maybe we should think about it. No, they've bid 90 million, mate. We're going to go nowhere near that. Asagol should have been at the Bayern press conference with the Spurs shirt. It wouldn't have made much difference, would it? Because Harry was going to go to Bayern. It was more about, doing that. Yeah, but yeah, looking at it, is there any more? No, okay. There's nothing new to come out. Lang is, to me, like Levy, excellent with spreadsheet and terrible football people. Petrosi's only just joined. Look, let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. I expect some big news coming out of Bayern Munich today surrounding this deal. So I don't think they want this thing to be dragging on. I think they want to get quite an official answer today as to what they're doing. So let's see. Obviously, we'll see about the rest of the transfer market. But yeah, they need to be putting their finger out and getting things done. It's all good and all winning Europa League. It's all good and all doing our business in the EFL Cup. But we also play in the EFL Cup. We've got a huge game against Liverpool soon. That second leg is massive. We could do with reinforcements because, look, you're missing Madison, you're missing Solanke, you're missing Odebear, a doggy. Vic, he might be back, but you might be missing him. I know Kinski's going to be back in goal. Your centre-halves aren't exactly 100% fit yet either. You start to look at it. 2 of your centre-mids aren't 100% fit. So right now, you need reinforcements to help these boys out. They need to be reinforced. And so they need to pull their finger out and they need to act. And they need to act ASAP. They've already failed this window. Even bringing these players in is a failure. They need to act, though, and just save themselves. Smelling of Elisa try. Yeah, exactly. Bayern wanted Dragic. Yeah, maybe. I don't want him now, that's for sure. Mr. M, how are you, mate? So, look, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. I will be live later on to do the preview for the Brentford game at the weekend. So make sure you join me at probably about 6 o'clock. So in about 6 hours' time, make sure you join me. Give me your thoughts and feelings about Brentford on Sunday. And if anything breaks until then, we'll go live. So keep your bell notifications on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon to speak a bit more about Spurs. Take care, everyone. Peace.